music. Yeah, I'm over again. Right now, I'm not equaling. Putting it on for the hillside. Liberian boy going in. Don't check me because I'm grown now. I'm hustling for my oma. Just open your ear and listen. I hotter than Arizona. I shining like California. My love is for who will love me. This world can be so ugly, but we stand tall. All for one and one for all. And I will call you when it is time to ball. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise you. I promise, I promise you. I promise, I promise you.
Hey there, pretty people, hope you having a good day. Never let the negativity ever get in your way. Who's that? Looking in the mirror, you're beautiful. Jersey girl, but I had to hit the road so I can grow. It's Tiale, I make the boys go loud. No fighting in the party. Man, I'm not here to marry. Hey, no party, just let it fight. We dancing to not to left. The DJ, that superstar, refusing to let us rest. Hey, no party, just let it fight. We dancing to not to left. The DJ, that superstar, refusing to let us rest. It's Yale.
Hey girl,
Hey boy,
hey girl,
hey boy, hey boy, hey hey, hey we dancing to not to left. The DJ, that superstar, refusing to let us rest.
don't check me because I'm grown now. I'm hustling for my oma. Just open your ear and listen. I hotter than Arizona.
Came through looking swagged up.
Hey,
Certified with the cash up.
oh boy,
Talking about who did what.
so what, so what?
Came through looking swagged up.
Hey,
Certified with the cash up.
oh
Talking
boy,
about who did what.
so what, 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 so what? Hey, 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 certified music.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Glapohkpa Chesson talk show. It's in lower 70 degrees this morning in Providence, Rhode Island this morning. It's going to be cloudy, no precipitation expected, but don't see the sun until later on this afternoon. So there'll be spurts of sunshine here and there, but mostly cloudy. Lower 90s today. 92? Yeah. So if you go into the beach, and the water is going to be a little warm and nice, enjoy yourself. Safety first. I keep telling you, safety first. To you driving, seat belts. Take heed and govern yourselves accordingly. Okay? A lot of things going on in our world today. So let my topics come around and we delve into what I got to say for this morning. United States of America in Africa today is an African summit. Let me finish it. It's an African summit enough for changing Africans? Two, recently, 223 prisoners were released from jail in Liberia and back into the public without any evidence of their rehabilitation or having places to live, etc. Where are they? And number three, arrest and jail the CDC thugs who attacked our university students on July 26, 2022. Let me take a coffee break and I'll be back to start my topics for this morning.
I am out here in Roger Williams Park across the street from the tennis court every other weekend, Saturday and Sunday, mostly every single Saturday for the summer, throughout the summer. So this is my small shop. I sell lashes, suitcases with waist beads, lip gloss, lashes, healing bracelets, waist beads, the lash pouches. I'm making bracelets right now at this moment. I just need 4. And I have a whole bunch of waist beads in this box right here. These are scrunchies. Literally, I have a whole bunch of varieties. Baby bracelets, this is what they look like. Healing bracelets, that's what they look like. And that's pretty much what I sell.
United States of America in Africa today is an African summit enough for changing Africans? I sure hope that it is. If not, it's a tremendously good start. Because If you've watched my shows over these years, I've been complaining about America neglecting Africa to China. I was like, what's going on here, man? Chinese prevailing all through Africa. Having children all through Africa. It's like they had a free reign through every country in Africa. And I'm like, what's happening to the West? How are we going to change all this? Well, I guess when you got $1 billion or more to invest in Africa, it can change things. But my concern is for my poor little country, Liberia. Now, there's talk that George Weah might be attending this thing or not. We don't know. I hope he attends, so he can have a sit down with President Biden, and President Biden can get it clear to him that it's time for him to resign and leave office, or we arrest him and put him in jail, just like we did Charles Taylor. No difference, because what happened on July 26th in Liberia is a total breakdown of law and order. And if this summit that we are having in December in America is to have America's influence prevail throughout Africa, we got to start from our birth-long friend, Liberia. It was from America Liberia were born. And despite America trying to dodge the facts that we are African Americans also, they know that Liberia has been dependent on America, and America has loved it that way. Because if America didn't love it that way, Liberia would have been somewhat independent more than we are today. So if you love it that way, make it more conducive for us. Don't let these criminals and bandits and robbers run over our country and people. No. Some of us want to go back home to Africa to live. Some of us want to enjoy that country, just like our parents enjoyed it. And in spite of the fact that our allegiance is to the United States of America, we still owe some duty to our people in Liberia. And if America is inviting Liberia to come here to a summit, we want viable leaders for our country to visit America, man. We want no thugs and criminals and rogues and bandits to be coming to America, say they represent the Liberian people, when America know that this man has violated the laws of America as well as the West African Republic of Liberia. This man should be removed from office for that display of violence and lawlessness perpetrated by the CDC government and George Weah against the University of Liberia students. His vice president should take over the country and he should be put in jail. We can't have thugs and criminals running our country, man. This has been too long, United States of America. This has been too long. And if we are calling a summit to change American minds, let's start with the West African Republic of Liberia and setting the straight. Let's start with Liberia. Thugs and criminals cannot be ruling Liberia. If we are as close to America as we claim to be, America needs to ensure that there's law and order in Liberia, that there's a non-violent leader in Liberia, that peace and stability is perpetrated throughout the country. But you got this kind of criminal president sending thugs and criminals to beat up our children. We need justice for them. For Christopher Walter Susuli Sevelli. He needs justice, man. This guy went and witch hunted that guy, man. What did they do to him? We don't know. They need to be responsible for having that guy leave the country and go to some better medical facility in Ghana or Morocco or wherever in Africa they can go for treatment. But somebody needs to be, and George Weah needs to be held responsible for this. Because we can't be inviting a president of Liberia to America with this kind of human rights record on his hands. And no matter how we try to promote some falsified records of showing that the economy in Liberia is good, that there's peace and stability in Liberia, good, that all kind of things, all the things are best. I don't listen to that kind of report. We Liberians know what happened in our country. We know, and we can stop criminals from getting money. So if there's a representative of Liberia coming to the United States of America for this summit, America's got to show that this man is a true representative of democracy, of law and order, of justice and human rights. But that stuff that happened on July 26th dispelled everything that has been falsified in any Western document about the government of Liberia right now. Whether it's the economy is good, whether a human rights record good, whether this other lie is good, or whether that other lie is good. I don't read those kind of things because if all the things were true, people wouldn't be dying in our country. The massive corruption in our country, people saying no corruption in Liberia. The kind of corruption in our country, the extent of corruption in our country, and you say no corruption in our country. Somebody got to be blind. Somebody got to be blind. Every aspect of the Liberian society is corrupt. And until our society is rehabilitated and advanced to another level, no good leadership will come to our country. No good leadership will come to our country. In the past, we're just corrupt. Now we are corrupt and murderers. Everything these people want to kill people. Like somebody was saying, that the University, Christopher Walters Susuli Sevelli, if the press wasn't looking at him with those people, they would have killed that boy. They would have killed that boy. Because that is the mentality of the Liberian people. Kill, kill, kill. Boomanya, boomanya, boomanya. Kill him, kill him. So when you got people with that kind of mentality, people who are immune to seeing death all around them, people who don't have feelings for other people when they see them dead, they just look at somebody dead. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play football. That society is lost and gone, and everybody gotta be careful with each other, with the next man next to you, because you might end up the same way. And they will treat you the same way because everybody's heart is hard to murder and death and beating people and hurting people, poisoning people. All those kind of things is prevalent in my country today. Why? Because there's a broken down system of law and order. Police don't respond to crimes. You go to police, they ask you got money for transportation. No transportation, nothing. Our whole system broken down. All the big guys got expensive cars, but the police, the people that really take care of public safety and all those kind of things, they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. You go to the police now to do something, the police can't do nothing, no car, no nothing. If they do have car, there's some car that been banked up and bruised up and refurbished 2-3 times. The Indian sound like it got some kind of deep whooping cough or diabetes or something. Yeah, man. All the big boys riding the new cars, the 40, 50, 60,000 dollar cars that they would never be able to buy. They weren't working for the government. All these people are brokers, are BSers. They ain't got no money. If they didn't come to the government to steal, they would not be able to buy what they're buying now. You know, they got to work for the people to steal. That's why our country ain't got nothing. And all the government officials got everything. Can you imagine that? Now they won't come to summit. To say what? To say what? This summit is to promote peace and stability and democracy. Democracy. You come to this kind of conference, what you bring? What you got to offer? Huh? All the issues in our nation, man, everything backwards. The roads backwards. The people can't eat. No medical care. The hospitals depleted. No medicine in the hospital. How do people can survive? They say you go up country, all the things there, but no medicine. No medicine in the hospital. How you survive? How you survive? I told you how one of my boy left Nimba County and went to Grand Judah County on a bike. He got there, he was totally sick because he didn't know where that far. Took him to the hospital. The people, he got no medication. What they gave him? Juice? I can't remember what they gave him. Plum? Fruits. So, my man, take these few plums and go home, go sleep, man, because just relax yourself. What happened will happen. We ain't got no medication here. Can you imagine? A whole hospital in a county, no medication. In a city, no medication. In a town, no medication. In a village, no medication. What's happening to our country, man? We go so backwards, man. We're supposed to have one major hospital or one major clinic in every county. In every county, and JFP be the major hospital of our country. Then you know we're starting to cook. First of all, we got to have roads. Government got to have transportation. Every county got to have ambulance. No ambulance in every county. We just got one ambulance in Monrovia. The other people forget about you, man. Shit. You're fall sick. Somebody ain't put you on their back and run with you to the hospital. Or people don't fix kinja and put on your back and carry you, run with you to the hospital. You on your own, man. You on your own. Can you imagine that? Our interior is back into the 1960s. People won't come to summit. For what? What are you coming to summit for? And it's time for America to get involved in Africa, man. Especially in Liberia. We are the gateway to Africa for America. You can go to all the other countries. We're still a gateway. We're still a gateway. When it comes to Americans' interests, we're the gateway. You know? And when you're going to fight a country like China, you know, they don't care too much. China, the people so much, they don't care too much about racism because they can send a whole race of people into Africa to have children. And that's what they're doing. All the workers you think come to Africa, what you think they're sending them to Africa for? To leave their seeds in Africa. Because no Chinese children in Africa. You go there now, look at Liberia. There were no Chinese children in Liberia when I left 40 years ago. You go there now, you better know Kung Fu, especially you go into the hinterland area where the people settle. That's all they did. You know, and our people, they don't have no sense of, well, they have some sense of it, but if you get them money for diary, they will take it. So Chinese male, Lebanese male, Indian male come to our indigenous people, get them money for dowry. They will take it and sell it here. Yeah, no. So if you're going to take care of them and pay for it, somebody will sell it. So you got these people buying women, staying with them, and women taking care of them and things like that. They're not, to them, they're not married. They just pay the dowry and bring the girls to live with them. And when they're ready to leave, they just leave and go. Because why? Our president coming to summit and our laws do not protect our people. You see? So that particularly can't be blamed on America totally. But with the human rights aspect, with the beating our children, with the taking us back into the Doe era, and those eras were violence and lawlessness, this man got to go. This man got to go. America got to monitor Africa better. These leaders with human rights records in their countries cannot be coming to summits and all those kind of things. Cannot be participating in civilized events, because our people stay backwards. So they can't take care of themselves. Our people don't know what's in their best interest. And nobody really pushing it too because everybody want money. So back into the same 06 and 7, I'm just concerned about my country. And these criminals coming to America, they coming to African Summit, and they got some of the worst human rights records on the continent. I got to talk. Other people don't want to talk. That's your business. This is my interest and my country interest and my people interest. I got to say in this to the bone, and you better believe it. This is a Liberian issue. This is not an African issue. Yeah, that's an African summit. But the man who coming to represent my country has a human rights record that is terrible. And he needs to be in jail or impeached and removed. We can't go through this thing for 40 years and America be in the midst of it with us and see all the evil going on in our country and keep inviting these people to summit. These people are not qualified to come to summit. Some of these people need to be in jail. And we need to put them in jail. Don't be inviting these people to summit. You can't help us straighten up our country with these wicked people leading us. How our country will get straightened up? America has an obligation to help us straighten up our country and put these criminals and bastards in jail and punish them. That's an obligation that our friend, historical friend, has to us. People with human rights records and corruption records and uselessness records can't be coming to America to represent Liberia. These people should be impeached and in jail. And since our war, we got all these damn war laws and criminals in our government. America, man, you know it's not right. Joe Biden, you know it's not right. Where in the world will you stop a war and put the same war criminals in the positions of authority over the people? Where in the world? We're in a little country with dummies and stupid people leading us. And a woman who sells her country to everybody in the world and sleeps with everybody. If it wasn't for that useless woman, our country would be much better. She started a war. They can't act like she's talking about the holy woman. She ain't no damn holy woman. And we got to stop this thing with my country, man. I want my country to be back on the right track. I don't want no rogues and criminals and human rights abusers coming to America to represent my country for African Summit. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not love, man. That's not love. You'll get it right. You'll get it right. That's not love. That's not love. You'll get it right. I rest my case. You better get it right. That's not love. These bandits and criminals and useless war laws and slum laws leading my country today better go to jail immediately, America. Don't invite them here to summit. That's an insult to the mentality of decent Liberian people. Come on, man. Come on, man. I thought you loved us. On the eve of our electoral processes, the government of Liberia, that is a thuggish government, a criminal government, comes and release 223 prisoners out of our jails into the public. And they think that's a good thing for the Liberian people. How will it be a good thing? How will it be a good thing? All along, you never release these people from prison. Now we know this is a period of violence, a period of wanting to control the country. We see all your people dressing people up in military uniforms, going to Lofa, going to all these places. Then you can release 223 criminals, thugs, for our prison to join them. My question first is, you can't just release people that are in the prison into the public, even if there's a need, even if the prison is filled. You don't release criminals. The criminals you release into the prison must be vetted, must be certified. You start from the least criminal. The people in the lowest facilities. You don't just release everybody in the prison. There's a reason these people go to prison, to rehabilitate, to serve time for the crimes that they did, because they're damn criminals. And you can't just release them into the public like that. We have to have some genuine, certified reason why every person released into the public is released. So we got 223 people released from where we don't know. Okay, maybe from all over the country, maybe from Central Monrovia. You know, all of them can be from Central Monrovia, so they're from all over. They release the people in the country. Do we have any record that the people are rehabilitated, or they did some processes of rehabilitation? Do we have any records that these people have viable houses or places to live now that they're going back in the public? You release these people in the public. Now we hear news that the government took all these people up to Grand Julia County and got them in the house there selling dope and doing dope, and got militancy in the town to run the part of the town. So I mean, we want to know where the people are. This is a genuine national security concern, my people in Liberia. You better be concerned or your lives will be in danger. When people are released from prison, there must be accountability for their whereabouts. You can't just release people into the public like that. And if these people, what kind of records these people got? What kind of crimes did these people commit? We don't know none of these things. Whether they're child molesters, whether they're rapists, whether they're murderers, who are these people that were released back into the public? We want to know. It's about time we start to take accountability for our lives, my people. If we don't do these things, our people will continue to suffer and die needlessly. Why? Because we as a people have no concerns for our own lives and our own safety. We are negligent in protecting our own lives and our own safety. We see the government releasing people back in the public, and the government are telling us these people crimes and the reason for releasing them in the public and where they're going to stay. If they are sexual molesters or rapists, they can't live inside the communities. You got to notify people that they're there. And you know these people go around for hustle, sneaking into people's houses and raping their women and things like that. You will release these people back into the public without notifying the community that they're living in, that these criminals are in the community. This is why we have modern policing, because the community has to be involved in community policing. This is what we call community policing, when the community interacts with the police to protect the society. This is what we call policing. And with all these things going, with this violence and fucking behaviors going on in our country today, then you could release all these people and we don't know where they are. Only the government know where they are. And we hear these people in Grand Jida, in all the different counties, living there to create havoc in those areas against people who are against the government. This can't be right. And I told you how they came to the Budo camp in Ghana and telling the people there who ain't got no jobs, who are just as bad as some of the people in Liberia that are out of the jail, telling them, go home, go vote. And they ain't got no money. They didn't talk about resettlement. They didn't talk about giving the people money. They didn't talk about helping them with transportation back home. Nothing. They just said pack up and go home. So this is the kind of leadership we got, man. It's not right. Our children are declining. Our society has declined. Law and order has broken down. The security of our nation is at its peril. Where are our patriots? Where are our loyalists? Where are the people that love the West African Republic of Liberia? You cannot love Liberia and see the leadership like this in our country and keep quiet. The president, you know the president is a part of the CDC COP. They inaugurated it. They celebrated it. They played Lulu and all of that around them. We all saw it. Then he comes saying they're now a part of the CDC. Are we dummies? Are you people dummies? I'm not a dummy. I know what I saw. Are you people dummies? We saw George Weah them inaugurate this CDC COP. We saw all of them celebrating it. They've been on the news and all that talking about their organization and how to support George Weah and all of that. Now he comes after all this thing to deny it. And still, these criminals are not in jail. Can you believe that? Then he coming to deny it. So our country is at a peril, man. It's at a peril. And these people must be arrested. Rise up, my Liberian people. We can't have that these criminals in our midst running around free. They got to go to jail. Y'all saw what they did. All of us saw what they did. The government cannot get away with this. It will lead to war. It will lead to total violence. It will lead to total breakdown of law and order. We who live in 1980s, we saw this thing just like this. It started all just like this. And look what we entered. 14 years of civil war. We cannot go through this again. We must rise up as a people and still demand that these damn thugs be arrested and put in jail right now. All of them. University children who threw rocks, the people who threw rocks, everybody who are involved in that thing go to jail. They got to go to jail. That violence that erupted in our country is a prelude to a military coup or a civil war or civil unrest or something. It's a prelude. People cannot just be hurt in our country. There cannot be violence in our country and it goes away with impunity. The years for impunity are over. People can account for their actions. Our law demands it. Our constitution demands it. Everybody must account for your own action. Everybody must be responsible for your action. If you act like a damn thug, you will be arrested and tried like a thug. And every leadership that supports these groups of thugs, the president got to resign. It ain't got nothing to do with the CDC leadership. It got something to do with the president. When the president resigned, the party now going away. When the president going, the vice president takes over and finish his term. But do we have to wait under these kind of unconducive, unsafe, unhealthy, unsecure conditions until election? Do we have to do that? You mean people will be killing us? Then you say we'll wait for 4 more years, let them stay there and continue to control our military and our police to suppress us and kill us. Then you say they must stay there? That's not how it works. Only idiots do that shit. Only idiots do that shit. Let me repeat it so you can hear. When people are violent and perpetrate violence in our society, they gotta go. That's democracy. They gotta go. If you are the leader of our country and you are responsible for law and order and the safety and security of our society, and you perpetrate crime against our people by having these thugs go throw rocks at our students and attack them and run behind them, or in the slums to chase them and beat them up, find them and kill them, and you think you can come and get away with it, and these people running around in our city free, it's not right, Liberian people. It's not right, Liberian people. It's not right, Liberian people. If we continue to condone this thing, our society will go down to nothing. Turbo warned us about it. He said, if y'all kill me, our country will go down to nothing. It's going down to nothing. It's going down to nothing. These thugs and criminals must go to jail. We can't be afraid of them. We must stand up to these people. We're not University of Liberian students. We must stand up to these people. Rise up, patriots. Let George Weah resign. This idiot got to go. Now, 2023 is too long for a violent criminal like George Weah. The time of the Liberian people is now. Aluta. Continua. My class is done. Have a good morning, my people. I'll see you tomorrow. In the cause of the people, we must rise up and stand up to save our country, and especially save our children's future, or they will not have nothing. They will end up just like us today, fighting among themselves, acting stupid when we should be uniting our people, fixing our country for a better nation and a better people. The time for Liberian people is now. Aluta. Continue.